Ladies and gentlemen, life is full of challenges. There will be days when everything seems against you, when every step forward feels like a battle, and when the weight of the world feels unbearable. But it is in these moments that our strength is truly tested. No matter how hard it gets, you have the power to push through, to rise above, and to keep moving forward. Obstacles are not here to stop you, they are here to teach you. Every failure, every setback, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When life gets tough, it is easy to give in, to let fear and frustration take over. But the real victory comes when you refuse to quit. Remember, progress is not always visible. Sometimes your efforts feel invisible, and results seem distant, but that doesn't mean they aren't happening. Small, consistent actions, even in the hardest times, will compound into massive achievements. Your mindset is your greatest weapon. Choosing hope over despair, action over procrastination, and courage over fear can turn even the most challenging situations into opportunities for growth. Challenges are temporary, but the lessons you learn and the resilience you build last a lifetime. So, no matter how hard it gets, keep going. Keep striving, keep believing in yourself. The storms you face today will become the strength you rely on tomorrow, and one day you will look back and realize that what once seemed impossible was simply preparing you for greatness. Life has a way of testing us in ways we never expect. At times, it seems as though every step forward is met with resistance, and every plan we make is challenged by circumstances beyond our control. These moments, though difficult, are not merely obstacles meant to stop us. They are opportunities for growth, for transformation, and for discovering the strength we never knew we had. Embracing challenges means understanding that life's difficulties are not punishments, but invitations to rise above, to evolve, and to become a better version of ourselves. It is easy to avoid challenges, to take the path of least resistance, and to settle for comfort. But true growth begins at the edge of discomfort. When we step into the unknown and face challenges head on, we open the door to learning, innovation, and resilience that cannot be developed in times of ease. Challenges are, in many ways, life's greatest teachers. Every setback carries a lesson, every failure a hidden insight, and every disappointment an opportunity to rethink, adjust, and improve. When we encounter difficulties, we are forced to assess our strengths and weaknesses, to identify what we need to change, and to find creative solutions to problems. A challenge pushes us to dig deeper than we thought possible, to confront fears that have held us back, and to cultivate skills that only emerge under pressure. For example, learning a new skill or overcoming a personal limitation often feels uncomfortable, frustrating, and even impossible at first. But those very struggles are what make success meaningful. It is through the struggle that we internalize lessons, develop perseverance, and build confidence in our own abilities. Facing challenges also teaches us the importance of adaptability. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned, and obstacles force us to reconsider our approach, to adjust our mindset, and to become flexible in the face of uncertainty. Someone who embraces challenges learns to see detours not as roadblocks, but as alternative routes that may lead to new opportunities. Challenges encourage creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills that would remain dormant if life were always smooth and predictable. The ability to adapt is one of the most valuable traits a person can develop. because it allows us to navigate life's unpredictable twists and turns with grace, resilience, and confidence. Moreover, challenges reveal our inner strength. Often, we do not realize how much we are capable of until circumstances push us to the limit. When we confront adversity, we are forced to draw upon reserves of determination, courage, and resourcefulness that we may not have known existed. Each challenge we overcome becomes a testament to our resilience and a reminder that we are stronger than our fears. By embracing difficulties rather than avoiding them, we cultivate mental toughness and the self-belief necessary to tackle even greater obstacles in the future. Life's trials do not diminish us, they refine us, shaping our character and building the fortitude required to pursue our goals with unwavering resolve. Challenges also provide perspective and gratitude. Facing hardships allows us to appreciate progress, celebrate small victories, and recognize the value of perseverance. When we overcome difficulties, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our priorities, and the things that truly matter. We learn to appreciate the journey rather than just the destination, and to see setbacks as temporary hurdles rather than permanent failures. Embracing challenges means embracing growth, learning, and the transformative power of struggle. It means recognizing that discomfort, uncertainty, and adversity are not enemies but allies in the pursuit of excellence, strength, and personal development. Finally, challenges connect us to a broader human experience. Everyone encounters difficulties, and by embracing our own, we develop empathy, compassion, and humility. We recognize that growth is universal, and that overcoming challenges is a shared journey that unites us. By approaching challenges with courage and openness, we inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of resilience and determination that extends far beyond ourselves. The willingness to face adversity transforms not only our own lives, but also influences the world around us. Embracing challenges as growth opportunities is a choice, a conscious decision to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than barriers. It is a mindset that turns difficulty into fuel, frustration into motivation, and struggle into wisdom. Life's challenges are inevitable, but how we respond to them defines who we become, what we achieve, and the impact we leave on the world. Life often tempts us with comfort, with ease, and with the idea that taking the simplest path will lead to happiness. Yet, anyone who has achieved meaningful success knows that comfort rarely produces results, growth, or transformation. True progress demands persistence, a steadfast commitment to keep going even when the easy route is tempting. Persistence matters more than comfort because the world rewards those who continue to move forward despite obstacles, fatigue, and uncertainty. Comfort may feel safe and reassuring, but it is persistence, the refusal to quit, that ultimately shapes our destiny. When we prioritize persistence over comfort, we embrace the reality that growth is rarely painless and that meaningful achievements require effort, consistency, and resilience. Persistence is about showing up even when the circumstances are not ideal. It is easy to be motivated when everything aligns, when energy is high, and when the path seems clear. But the true test of persistence comes when life becomes difficult, when setbacks occur, and when the results of our efforts are slow to appear. In those moments, the allure of comfort can be strong, choosing rest over effort, convenience over challenge, and ease over endurance. Yet, those who persist understand that discomfort is temporary, while the rewards of consistent effort endure. Every small step forward, no matter how tedious or exhausting, accumulates over time, creating momentum that eventually leads to breakthroughs and success. Persistence also requires discipline and self-control. Comfort often appeals to our immediate desires, asking us to postpone effort, avoid inconvenience, or delay responsibility. To persist, we must resist these urges and maintain focus on long-term goals. Discipline allows us to push through fatigue, distractions, and frustration, ensuring that each day counts toward progress. It is not enough to have talent, ambition, or good intentions without persistence. These qualities remain underdeveloped, unfulfilled, and untested. Consistently choosing effort over ease is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who settle for mediocrity. Moreover, persistence builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and challenges will inevitably arise, testing our resolve. Setbacks are not failures, but opportunities to strengthen our determination and refine our approach. When we persist, we learn to endure difficulties without losing hope, to adjust strategies without abandoning the goal, and to confront obstacles with confidence rather than fear. Each act of persistence reinforces the belief that obstacles are temporary, and that no matter how many times we are knocked down, we have the capacity to rise again. Comfort, on the other hand, keeps us shielded from struggle, denying us the growth that comes from overcoming adversity. Persistence also fosters mastery. Whether learning a skill, building a career, or pursuing a personal goal, excellence requires repetition, patience, and dedication. Comfort may encourage half-hearted attempts, shortcuts, or minimal effort, but persistence demands full engagement, consistent practice, and unwavering commitment. By persisting through challenges, we develop competence, confidence, and a deep understanding of our craft. Mastery is rarely achieved overnight. It is the cumulative result of persistent effort, of pushing beyond the moments when comfort tempts us to stop, and of refusing to settle for anything less than our best. Another crucial aspect of persistence is the mind that it cultivates. When we choose persistence over comfort, we train ourselves to embrace challenges, tolerate uncertainty, and find strength in adversity. We learn that effort, not luck or convenience, determines outcomes. This mindset transforms how we approach life, allowing us to face difficulties with courage and to see setbacks as temporary obstacles rather than insurmountable barriers. By valuing persistence, we internalize the principle that our actions, consistency, and determination matter far more than fleeting moments of comfort. Persistence inspires others. When people witness someone pushing forward despite hardships, refusing to quit, and prioritizing effort over ease, they are reminded of the power of commitment. Acts of persistence are contagious, creating a culture of determination, resilience, and accountability that extends beyond ourselves. Comfort may satisfy only the individual, but persistence has the potential to influence, motivate, and uplift an entire community. Choosing persistence over comfort is not always easy. It requires effort, sacrifice, and a willingness to endure temporary hardships for long-term gain. Yet, it is precisely this choice that defines character, produces results, and transforms lives. The path of comfort may be alluring, but it is persistence, the quiet, relentless determination to keep going, that leads to accomplishment, growth, and fulfillment. Life often teaches us that greatness is built not in a single moment of brilliance, but through countless small actions taken consistently over time. While it is easy to think that only grand gestures, bold moves, or massive efforts produce meaningful outcomes, the truth is that small, deliberate actions have a compounding power that can transform a life. Every small step, no matter how insignificant it seems in the moment, contributes to progress, growth, and eventual success. Understanding this principle is essential because it shifts our focus from waiting for perfection or the right moment to taking steady, purposeful steps forward, even when the results are not immediately visible. Small actions matter because they create momentum. When we start with manageable, achievable tasks, we gain a sense of accomplishment that fuels our motivation to continue. Momentum is like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, almost invisible, but with each rotation, it grows larger, faster, and unstoppable. Each small action adds energy to the process, reinforcing our habits, strengthening our skills, and moving us closer to our goal. Many people underestimate the cumulative effect of tiny efforts, yet it is precisely these repeated, consistent actions that lay the foundation for extraordinary achievements. Consistency is at the heart of small actions leading to big results. It is not about the size of a single action, but about repeating it daily, week after week, and month after month. For instance, dedicating just a few minutes each day to learning, practicing, or improving a skill may feel insignificant at first. However, over time, these small efforts accumulate into a level of competence and expertise that would have been impossible to achieve through sporadic bursts of intense effort alone. Consistency transforms small actions from mere attempts into lasting change, illustrating that success is not always about speed or volume, but about persistence and regularity. Small actions also reduce the sense of overwhelm that often comes with big goals. Large ambitions can seem intimidating, causing hesitation, procrastination, or fear of failure. Breaking down these ambitions into smaller, actionable steps makes them approachable and achievable. By focusing on what can be done today, rather than what must be done all at once, we reduce anxiety and maintain momentum. Each small victory builds confidence, encourages progress, and creates a sense of control over the path ahead. It is in these incremental successes that we find the courage to continue, even when the ultimate goal feels far away. Moreover, small actions foster habits, and habits are the building blocks of long-term results. When we consistently engage in productive behavior, these actions become automatic, freeing mental energy and creating a reliable framework for success. Habits such as dedicating time to learning, exercising discipline, or practicing gratitude may seem minor individually, but collectively they shape our character, influence our decisions, and determine the trajectory of our lives. By focusing on small actions, we invest in habits that compound, producing results far beyond what could be achieved through occasional, extraordinary effort. Small actions also allow for adaptation and learning. When we take tiny, deliberate steps, we gain feedback, learn from mistakes, and refine our approach along the way. Attempting large-scale efforts without preparation can lead to discouragement, wasted resources, or failure. In contrast, small actions enable us to experiment, assess what works, and adjust our strategy gradually. This iterative process increases efficiency, reduces risk, and ensures that our actions are not only consistent but also intelligent and effective. Importantly, small actions create opportunities that might otherwise be missed. Every tiny effort opens doors, builds connections, and lays the groundwork for larger achievements. Showing up, completing a task, or offering a small contribution can lead to unforeseen possibilities, relationships, and outcomes that compound over time. What starts as a simple act can eventually snowball into life, changing results, proving that no action is too small to matter. Recognizing the power of small actions also cultivates patience and perseverance. Results may not be immediate and progress may feel slow, but every small effort counts. The journey becomes less about instant gratification and more about steady advancement, resilience, and trust in the process. By embracing the principle that small actions lead to big results, we learn to value effort over outcome, persistence over shortcuts, and growth over immediate recognition. Ultimately, big results are rarely the product of a single monumental effort. They are the sum of countless small actions taken consistently, intentionally, and with purpose. Life rewards those who understand the compounding power of small steps, who choose to act even when progress seems invisible, and who trust that every effort, no matter how minor it seems, contributes to a larger vision. By focusing on small actions today, we create the foundation for extraordinary achievements tomorrow. Life is not only shaped by circumstances, but also by the lens through which we view those circumstances. Our mindset, the way we think, perceive, and respond to challenges, plays a critical role in determining the outcomes we experience. Two people can face the exact same situation, yet one may feel defeated while the other sees opportunity, growth, and possibility. The difference is not luck, talent, or resources. It is mindset. Choosing a positive, resilient, and proactive mindset allows us to navigate life with purpose, to overcome obstacles, and to achieve results that may seem impossible to those trapped in doubt or negativity. Mindset shapes not only how we interpret events, but also how we act, persevere, and create our future. A growth mindset, in particular, transforms challenges into opportunities. When we approach life with the belief that abilities, intelligence, and skills can be developed, we see setbacks not as failures, but as lessons. Every mistake becomes a source of learning, and every obstacle becomes a chance to grow stronger. In contrast, a fixed mindset, believing that talents and circumstances are unchangeable, leads to fear of failure, avoidance of challenges, and stagnation. By consciously choosing to adopt a growth mindset, we empower ourselves to take risks, embrace discomfort, and persist in the face of adversity. The mindset we cultivate influences not only what we attempt, but also how effectively we navigate the inevitable difficulties along the way. Mindset also determines how we respond to setbacks. Life will always present obstacles, disappointments, and unforeseen difficulties. While we cannot control every external factor, we can control our mental and emotional response. Those who see setbacks as temporary, manageable, and solvable approach problems with creativity and determination. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and continue moving forward. On the other hand, those with a negative or defeatist mindset may view the same challenges as insurmountable, giving up before they have truly tried. Our mindset acts as a lens through which we interpret events, shaping whether we feel empowered or defeated, capable or overwhelmed. Moreover, mindset influences our level of motivation and consistency. A positive, goal-oriented mindset fosters perseverance and resilience. even when results are slow to appear. It encourages us to focus on progress rather than perfection, to celebrate small wins, and to maintain effort despite fatigue or frustration. When we adopt a mindset that values persistence and growth, we are more likely to take consistent action toward our goals. Conversely, a mindset dominated by doubt, fear, or negativity saps energy, erodes confidence, and makes it easier to abandon efforts prematurely. The thoughts we choose to focus on, whether they are constructive or limiting, directly affect our ability to achieve meaningful outcomes. Mindset also determines our ability to see opportunity where others see risk. Life is full of moments that require decision-making under uncertainty, whether in career choices, personal relationships, or creative endeavors. Those with a proactive and optimistic mindset are more likely to take initiative, embrace new experiences, and step outside of comfort zones. They focus on what can be gained rather than what could go wrong, using challenges as a springboard rather than a barrier. In this way, mindset shapes not only our reactions, but also the range of possibilities we are willing to pursue. In addition, mindset shapes relationships and influence. People are drawn to those who project confidence, resilience, and a solution-oriented approach. A constructive mindset fosters collaboration, trust, and inspiration, while a negative or defeatist mindset can limit influence and isolate us from opportunities. By cultivating a mindset that prioritizes positivity, learning, and action, we create an environment in which success is not only possible but also contagious. The power of mindset extends to our internal dialogue as well. The thoughts we habitually repeat to ourselves about our capabilities, potential, and worth have a profound impact on behavior. Affirming beliefs that we can overcome obstacles, learn from failure, and improve ourselves reinforce action and perseverance. Conversely, self-doubt, fear of failure, and negative thinking limit potential and erode confidence. Mindset is, in essence, the foundation upon which all outcomes are built. Ultimately, mindset determines outcome because it shapes perception, guides action, and influences resilience. Success is not guaranteed by talent, opportunity, or circumstances alone, but by the way we choose to think, react, and persist. By cultivating a mindset that values growth, embraces challenges, and focuses on solutions, we increase our ability to achieve goals, overcome adversity, and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. Our mindset is not fixed. It can be nurtured, strengthened, and refined. When we recognize that the mind is the ultimate tool for shaping reality, we gain control over our actions, our perseverance, and our results, proving that the outcomes we experience are directly connected to the way we choose to think and approach life. Life has a way of testing us in ways that feel unfair, overwhelming, and even impossible at times. Struggle is an inevitable part of the human experience, yet it is precisely through struggle that we discover our true strength. It is in the moments of difficulty, when everything seems against us, that character is forged, resilience is built, and inner power is revealed. Strength does not emerge from comfort or ease. It is the product of facing adversity, confronting challenges head-on, and refusing to give in even when the path is steep and uncertain. Every struggle we endure, every challenge we overcome, adds to our capacity to handle life's complexities and to grow beyond our perceived limits. Struggle forces us to confront ourselves honestly, When life is easy, it is simple to coast along, relying on routine, habits, and the support of others. But when difficulties arise, we are forced to look within, to assess our true capabilities, and to confront fears that may have been hidden or ignored. These moments of self-confrontation are uncomfortable, but they are necessary for growth. Through struggle, we discover strengths we never knew existed, qualities like patience, perseverance, courage, and resourcefulness. Each challenge serves as a mirror, reflecting not only our weaknesses, but also our potential to rise above them. Adversity also develops resilience, the ability to withstand pressure and bounce back from setbacks. Life will inevitably present obstacles that are beyond our control, unexpected losses, failures, or disappointments. Those who have experienced struggle learn to recover, to adapt, and to continue moving forward despite hardship. Resilience is not something we are born with. It is cultivated through repeated experiences of navigating difficulties, learning from failure, and refusing to surrender. Every time we confront struggle, we strengthen our capacity to endure future challenges, creating a foundation of mental and emotional toughness that becomes invaluable in every area of life. Struggle also teaches perspective and gratitude. When we face difficulties, we gain a deeper understanding of the value of success, joy, and progress. Achievements feel more meaningful when earned through effort and persistence rather than convenience. Similarly, the lessons learned from struggle provide a sense of clarity about what truly matters, helping us prioritize growth, purpose, and meaningful action over superficial comfort. By embracing struggle, we develop appreciation not only for our victories, but also for the journey itself, the lessons, the effort, and the persistence required to reach any worthwhile goal. Moreover, struggle encourages creativity and problem solving. When the usual solutions fail and the path forward seems blocked, we are forced to think differently, innovate, and find new approaches. Adversity pushes us out of our comfort zones and challenges us to develop strategies that may not have been necessary under easier circumstances. In this way, struggle becomes a catalyst for innovation and adaptability, teaching us to approach obstacles with a mindset focused on solutions rather than defeat. The difficulties we face often expand our skills, our thinking, and our ability to navigate complexity in ways that comfort never could. Another important aspect of struggle is the humility and empathy it fosters. Experiencing hardship reminds us that life is unpredictable, that everyone faces battles unseen, and that strength comes not from avoiding challenges, but from confronting them with courage. Struggle builds character by teaching us to persevere without arrogance, to acknowledge our limitations while striving to overcome them, and to empathize with others who face similar obstacles. This combination of strength and compassion is a hallmark of those who not only survive adversity, but thrive in its presence. Finally, strength gained through struggle has a lasting impact because it is tested and proven. Comfort can give the illusion of capability, but true strength is revealed when we face opposition, pressure, and uncertainty. Each challenge we endure becomes a building block, adding to our confidence, resilience, and determination. Over time, these experiences accumulate, shaping a character that is unshakable, a mindset that is determined, and a spirit that refuses to be defeated. Struggle may be painful in the moment, but it leaves behind an enduring sense of empowerment that cannot be gained through ease or convenience. Recognizing that strength comes from struggle changes the way we approach life. Instead of fearing hardship, we begin to see it as an opportunity for growth, a necessary part of the journey toward excellence and self-discovery. Each difficulty becomes a stepping stone, each obstacle a chance to refine our abilities and reinforce our resilience. By embracing struggle rather than avoiding it, we unlock the inner power necessary to face life's challenges with courage, determination, and unwavering faith in our own capacity to rise above. Life is a journey, not a destination, and the path we walk is just as important as the goals we aim to achieve. Believing in the journey means trusting the process, embracing each step, and recognizing that growth, learning, and success are cumulative experiences rather than instant outcomes. Too often, people focus solely on the endpoint, the prize, the recognition, or the accomplishment while overlooking the value inherent in the journey itself. Every step, whether smooth or challenging, carries lessons that shape our character, refine our abilities, and prepare us for the next stage of life. Believing in the journey requires patience, faith, and the understanding that every moment, even the difficult ones, contributes to who we are becoming. Trusting the journey begins with accepting that life is unpredictable. Plans may change, obstacles may appear, and outcomes may differ from what we expected. It is natural to feel frustrated when progress seems slow or when the path ahead appears unclear. Yet, believing in the journey allows us to embrace uncertainty as a necessary part of growth. Each detour, delay, or difficulty is not a failure, but an opportunity to learn, adapt, and develop resilience. By focusing on the process rather than fixating solely on results, we cultivate patience and maintain motivation, knowing that every step brings us closer to our ultimate goals. The journey is where transformation occurs. It is through experiences, both positive and negative, that we discover